Hey everyone, this is Wilson from Ready Set Element. Super excited to show you guys the new Guana Equipment rooftop tent. This is the Kamuk 48-inch two-person rooftop tent. It's very convenient because it saves space to give you access for a kayak, solar panel, or storage on the side, and gives you everything you need. So today we're going to give an overview on what it includes, and should you consider buying this tent, and is this the tent for you? So let's check it out. Guana really did do a good job with the quality of this tent, and overall, like, one of the things that they didn't sacrifice is, like I said, quality. You get the same thick weatherproof cover that the Wanaka tent comes with, and that tent is a lot more expensive. This has everything you need. One of my favorite things is it has a zipper all around, so it's not like anything can get inside your tent. Anyways, see how it's zipped up all the way around? So that's really cool. One of the things that I don't know why they added are these straps here. You see these straps? So the tent itself, once you unhook the cover, there's a strap like right here that holds the tent in place, and same on the other side. These though, I don't really get the purpose of them. I mean, I get it, there's just to hold it down, but thinking about it, once you have the cover on and it's zipped, the tent is not gonna open. At least it shouldn't open because it's zipped up. But so I just kind of think it's kind of redundant that these fasteners here are there. And not just that, let me show you guys one of my biggest concerns with this is, you know, I was thinking, okay, well, let's see if I can get it off. There we go. So you have to undo it from here. Okay, take this off. Now, this is my issue. I'm fine with strapping it down. My thing is, I feel like it could have been like plastic clip, but I get it with sun over time, it's gonna break, it's gonna fade. Plastic doesn't hold up. So I can see why they chose a metal piece. Fine there. This is my problem. You have to bring it over, and you see, it hangs down. So what I've been doing, because you know me, I'm really big on my paint. I don't want to scratch my car. And I don't know, it's just, this concerns me because I don't like anything hanging down from the car. I've been kind of doing that just so it doesn't hang down. I don't know if these like are really needed, you know? So that's one of my feedbacks to you guys, Guana, is maybe reconsider the placement of those straps. Maybe they're not needed, just like the Wanaka tent doesn't need any straps that go around. I feel like this tent is very secure. You guys did such a good job with the materials and the way it holds that I don't think it's gonna move. It feels secure. At least it gives me the security. So I don't know. I'm even thinking, like, honestly, like without it, like if it was there, I would be fine. But I just don't like the straps. That's my thing right now, is I don't like the straps because I run risk of scratching my car. Once you remove the cover, right? I don't like to like let it hang down because, again, I'm really picky on my paint, and as a detailer, you know, like even the clothes you wear while washing your car, you don't want to have keys, you don't have zippers, because what? You can scratch your car. So this has got to go. What I do is up here, you just pull it back, and it has these little channels, and it's already like, I don't know, like a plastic here, so it goes in perfectly. Cool. Now we're gonna take it off. As you can see, look at those zippers. Like, that's some quality zippers, and the material itself, it holds up. Keep in mind, we take off our tent when we're not using it. This one is a special case because I wanted to leave it on just to see how well it does with gas, and if it makes a difference compared to our Wanaka tent. You still get an annex, which I didn't bring today because it's just too much work to set up, but I'll definitely show you guys on the next trip. So this is how it looks once it's like that, and then we're gonna take the straps off, like I said. So that's why I'm confused why they put those straps over the cover, because it has a strap here, right, from lifting. So and if they wanted to, Guana could have done another strap here to make it even more secure, because then they added one here. So I think my only feedback for you guys right now, Guana, is maybe adding one more of these straps in the middle and just eliminating this. Unless this has a function more than what I can see, but I just think you guys did such a great job that it's not going to move, and I think it's kind of in the way. So that's just something that I didn't personally like, just because, you know, look at this blue color. Any little ding, you notice it, and I just can't risk it. This is a hard color to maintain, and you know, you just got to look out for things like that. So let's go ahead and open it. I'm gonna show you guys. So this one, like I said, the ladder's not in there, so let me show you what the ladder looks like. All right, so now we have the tent set up. This is the Kamuk 48-inch 2-person sleeper by Guana Equipment. This is one of their newest tents out there. You might have not seen any videos on it yet because it just came out. This tent weighs 95 pounds. It's really light. It's thinner than the other tents, and something that this tent will give you is access to half your roof here. So I set it up a little bit more on this side, but you can move it just a tad bit more, and you can see you can add a obviously when the tent's closed, you can add a kayak, a surfboard, a snowboard, maybe a bike, whatever it is that you want to add on this side, you can. So it does definitely save you space. I guess something to consider is, you know, if you do have like a storage shell on top, I don't know if it would fit when you open this. So that's something too, but definitely like a snowboard or a kayak, that can definitely fit up there. You might have to bring it down if it's open. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe just not even open this side. So that answers that. But this tent is really cool. Overall, it took me about 10 minutes to set up or so. Is when you set it up, being that it is more compact, there's these three poles right here. 1, 2, 3, and same thing, 1, 2, 3. These little clips here, you have to pull up and then extend the poles out. That way it opens up, because otherwise it's really low. So it looks small when you open it up, but it gets bigger. Materials are really good in this tent, like I said. So you get the diamond plate on the bottom. You get the really comfy mattress, which you can remove the cover, wash. That's super important, because, you know, you're out in nature, you're gonna get dirty, your feet, things like that. You get ventilation up there, another ventilation up here, and like I said, right here, it's that little hook tie method where you can tie up and roll up, I guess, like the cover. If you don't want to see the sky, you can completely seal it up and enjoy that. Same thing out here. There's a cover there. You can just hold it up, and you can zip this up too. But the tent is really nice. Like, the video doesn't do justice to it. You know, you really have to see it in person to really appreciate the tent and like its like features and, you know, all the other things that it includes. Cool. So now I set up the ladder. I didn't get to record setting up the poles, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's nothing too complicated. You stick the poles in the openings here, and you bend it down, stick it through those openings. There's 8 of them, so it's pretty easy to set up. As you can see, I have the skylight open and just have a pillow, and then you get this side as well, which you can open and, you know, kind of hang out from this side as well. Something to consider, I guess I didn't mention when I opened the tent, is technically the way the tent comes, you put the tent, I mean the ladder, it stores away inside the tent, like inside. The tent gets really dirty because your shoes, or if you're on, well, at least thankfully right now I'm on cement, but picture on a campsite, if it's muddy, if it's dirty, if it's sandy, you're gonna have to really wipe it down before you put it inside, because, you know, keep in mind your mattress is in there. You don't want it to be dirty. So that was something I thought about. I just, last time I put it away yesterday, I just decided not to throw it in there just because it was really dirty and I didn't have anything to clean it. So something to consider. And then something that I recommend is the washers that the tent itself come with are just a little too challenging to take off. So these are easy. They loosen a lot easier, but they're not as secure as the other ones. I just found it easier for me. I have bad luck with like screws and nuts here, because for some reason, like, they'll go in like crooked, and then it just like ruins this, you know, like strips it, and it's just like, I didn't want to deal with that. And I did it earlier. I did it the first day, because as you can see, this is the original screw, and I had to put a big old one because I messed it up. I don't know how I did it. It was at night and it just wouldn't come off. So something to consider. You see how easy these are to I just hand tighten it. And honestly, as long as it's hand tightened, this is strong. Like, I mean, I'm 160 70 pounds, and this holds up. Like, it's not gonna move. So here we have our travel pillow. Let me open this up all the way for you guys. This thing is a lifesaver. There are so many mosquitoes out here and flies and bees, like, you know, so having this, and it's actually really like good material because like no bugs get in here. But anyways, inside, really comfortable. Actually took a nap in here for about maybe 40 minutes. I forgot where I was. Like, I woke up and I was like, oh, where am I? It was really relaxing. You do get nice ventilation from all the windows opening. You just bring a pillow, or even just no pillow. Like, the mattress itself is really comfortable with the removable cover. But yeah, I definitely think 2 people should have no problem here. My wife and I are side sleepers, so it works out. And it's not like it's small in here, so it's really good. Overall, what do I think about the Kamuk 48-inch tent by Guana Equipment? I really like it. The setup took me about less than 12 minutes. I did it all by myself, so it's nothing complicated. I don't even think you need anyone to help you. Like I said, my only concerns and I guess like feedback for Guana is the straps. That was one thing. I feel like the tent itself was made very well, and we don't need the straps. So Guana, maybe reconsider that. Like I said, maybe just adding an extra strap in the middle of the tent when it's closed, just like the Wanaka tent. I think that should be enough. I really don't think the straps really do anything, because the tent itself is really secure. Once you have the zipper on there and everything, I have no problem thinking it's not gonna move. So, and then like I said, the ladder, being that the tent is so compact, I mean, they have to design ways to fit it in there. So I mean, the ladder, like I said, you can't leave it on here like the Wanaka tent, or you use the ladder to bring it down like the tent, but you take them off. You're meant to store it inside, or you can store wherever you want. I'm actually considering, just because we use our rooftop tents a lot, I want to get one of those upgraded ladders. I think it's like the telescopic ladders that like pull out and stuff. Those seem more secure and kind of more like self-leveling. So that's something I'm going to save up for in the future. But overall, this tent looks awesome. It's clean. I love the colors, the black and green. It really pops. It looks great in the element. I've gotten lots of compliments from it. Like I said, it's so small when it's put away. People don't think it's a tent. So that's a plus. There we go. So like I said, guys, definitely consider this tent if you are in the market for a new rooftop tent, and if you're wanting extra space on your roof, this is a tent that might be something you should consider. Check out Guana Equipment. They have all the rooftop tents that you might need for your off-road adventure. See you guys in the next one. Peace.